Heights takes the opening tip as we are underway. Mondo Angelucci and C.B. Akins are the officials in this game. Out with it on the left side is Colburn for Heights. He gets it on to Alloway near the hash mark on the right side. Now Quarles at the free throw line. Dribbled it off his foot, but picks it back up. Here's Quarles, right side to Tom Flynn. Back to Quarles between the circles. Alan Moody out guarding him. Owensboro in their white unis today. Here's Heights and Alloway with a 15-foot jumper. Alloway scores, and it's 2-0 Heights. They're dressed in their gold, trimmed in green and white. Owensboro first trip on offense. Douglas from 10 feet away can't hit. Bobby Higgs with the offensive board. Gets it back outside to James Douglas. He clears to Higgs near the hash mark. Now they work it around the horn to Moody. Alloway tips it, but coming back up with it is Moody. They work it left side with it. For the basketball there is Acton. Now they work it back outside. The shot missed by Moody and out of bounds. Last touch. Or did we get a foul? We may have had a foul.
No, I think it was just ruled that it was last hit by
the last touch by University Heights.
Marty Klein.
Here's the inbounds. They work it out on top now to Sean Talbot around the horn left side. There's Higgs. Higgs to Talbot again out between the circles. Quarles comes out to guard him defensively. Here's Douglas and Alloway, 15 feet away from the basket. Douglas drives, shoots. He's fouled from the backside by Doug Colburn, the 6'5 senior, averaging 9.6 a game. He has scored 12 points in 2 games in this tournament. The foul on Colburn is his first, and the first on either team in this game. It is a 2-0 game. Darren Alloway has the only 2 so far. And at the line, James Douglas. He'll have 2 free throws upcoming. First one is no good. Douglas has had 2 monster games, 27 points, 15 rebounds in Owensboro's first round game against Scott County. Then came back against Belfry with 25 points and 9 boards. Second toss won't go. Missed them both. Colburn gets the rebound, and here comes University Heights. 6.5 minutes to go first quarter from Freedom Hall. Derek Quarles left side to Tom Flynn. They dump it low. There's Alloway. He had a double dribble as it was tipped away, but Alloway dribbled it twice, and the turnover gives it back to Owensboro with 6:27 to go.
Keep an eye on Acton against Klein on the defensive end for Owensboro. Acton is their defensive stopper.
On the right side, here's Higgs. He's in the corner, double team, back outside now to Talbot. Talbot, they bounce it left side and get it in to Acton for a 10-footer that's good. Chris Acton had 7 in the first round. Yesterday in the quarterfinals, he has 2 now to tie this game up. 6 minutes to go in the opening period and a tie ball game. Here's Alloway out near the 3-point line. Alloway kicks it to the right wing to Colburn. Colburn down low. There's Klein. Back out to Alloway. Drives and lays it in. Darren Alloway, 4 points, and he put it on the floor when he had to. And Darren got the basketball and knew what he had going on. 5:37 to go. Out on top, here's Talbot. Talbot in the lane. Moody, free throw line, missed the shot. Rebound, Acton. He put it back up there and couldn't get it to fall, but there is a foul. Acton, a 6'1 junior. He has 2 points today already, but fires the free throw hard off the back rim. He'll have another upcoming. Second toss, Acton got it. 4-3. Now here's Alloway to Klein. Klein down the left side. University Heights with the basketball. They're up by a point, 4-3. They lob it into Alloway, and the big man turns and hooks it in there. Darren Alloway, 6 points, and it's 6-3. Across the line, Moody with it for Owensboro. Back to Bobby Higgs. He is yet to get untracked, and when he does, you'll know it. Higgs in the corner to Talbot. They go low to Douglas. Shoots over Alloway. Shot won't go. The rebound tipped out. Talbot gets it for Owensboro. He kicks it right to Moody and goes to the baseline. They hands off there to Acton. Back on top, Talbot. Now to Higgs on the left wing. They reverse it and go back in the right corner to Acton. He walked, and the turnover gives it back to University Heights.
Douglas unable to get his shot to drop here in the first 3.5 minutes of the game. 6-3, and Alloway has conversely gotten all of his to fall.
University Heights quickly into front court. They lead by 3. Marty Klein will roll out between the circles. Klein gets it to Derek Quarles. Left side to Tom Flynn. Now here's Colburn. Colbert in the lane. There's Quarles. Finger rolled it up there. Couldn't get it to fall. Alloway with the offensive board. Finds Colbert on the baseline, and it's out of bounds. Last touched by Colburn, and it goes to Owensboro. 4:20 to go, first quarter. The Kentucky Sweet 16 semifinals. Catholic is already in the championship game. The winner here will meet them at 8 o'clock tonight. On the right side with the basketball is Moody for Owensboro. Red Devils trying to come within 1. Higgs misses a shot. Rebound pulled away by the Blazers of University Heights. Coming down with it, Marty Klein. He'll back across the timeline with 3:54 to go in the first quarter. His team up 3. Klein lobs it across the defense to Quarles, and back now to Tom Flynn between the circles. Left side to Colburn, looking underneath, finds Alloway at the free throw line, right side. Now back on top, here's Klein, being guarded by Acton. Now in the lane, Quarles got a screen inside and couldn't get the short shot to fall. Bobby Higgs pulled down the Red Devil rebound, and here comes Owensboro. In the lane, ball pops loose. Coming up with it, though, is Moody of Owensboro. He'll fire a 17-footer, miss it. Rebound, Acton, back up, and no good. Acton, a third try, got it. Chris Acton with 4 points, and it's now 6-5. Owensboro has cut the lead to 1. 3:05 to go, first quarter. Heights with the basketball. Klein with it, looking low, gets it to Alloway. Power move, shoots over Douglas, but a foul. Douglas thought he had the jump ball, but he bodied up a little bit too much to Darren Alloway, and he'll get the foul. James Douglas with his first foul. The 6'5 senior averaged 24 a game, and he has been a little above that pace in this tournament. Darren Alloway, who has averaged only 13.2 points a game for University Heights, will go to the free throw line here. First toss Alloway off the back rim, and no good. A 1-point game at 6-5. 2:57 to go, first quarter. Alloway's second toss no good, but pulling down the rebound for University Heights is Greg Buckner, who just checked in the game. They get it back to Alloway, double pumps it up there and in. Alloway with 8.
He looks strong, doesn't he?
He certainly does. He looked good last night and has come back and starting the game good today. Higgs works it down the left side, stops, has his shot blocked, but a foul on Buckner. Otis Duguid is in there as well. Duguid, 5'11 senior. Buckner is a 6'5 sophomore.
Coach Jackson's done a great job with this team, and of course Randy Embry has too with Owensboro, but Jackson's job this year, taking over the program a couple of years back, has been very, very outstanding.
Higgs hits a couple of free throws. He now has his first 2 of the game. It's 8-7. Heights with the lead. Here's Buckner on a fast break, going down the baseline, gets it to Paul, and it's 10-7. Heights with a 3-point lead. Duguid slaps his hands on the floor and says, hey, I'm ready to play defense, and now he gets a steal. Got it away from Moody, into Klein for the layup, good.
Beautiful pass.
Klein with his first 2. It's now 12-7, the lead up to 5. Heights leading Owensboro. Duguid goes for another steal, and he forces one. Buckner got the basketball, and Duguid, waiting for the outlet pass, was overshot by Buckner, and it goes right back to Owensboro. But boy, those 2 young men who came in the game, they're kind of a smaller version of Tulane's posse. They come in and force the play on defense.
University Heights is 6 out of 8 from the field for 75% here. Owensboro is just 2 of 8 for 25%.
And they've gotten off to a slow start. Neither Douglas or Higgs has gotten a basket from the field in their first 6 minutes of play. Here's a steal by Klein. He lobs it into backcourt, and it'll be chased down back there by Joe Tutt, who checked in for the Red Devils. Tutt in there at one of the guard positions. He and Talbot are the guards. Here's Douglas going down the lane. Kicks it up there, no good. Rebound. Tutt puts it up and in. Joe Tutt. Tutt with his first 2, and it's 12-9. Owensboro hanging within 3. Heights has played extremely well here in this semifinal game so far. Here's Klein with it. He gets it to Alloway near the three-point line. Alloway right wing to Buckner. Back out to Tom Flynn. He'll fire off a screen and nail the three-pointer. But they only gave him 2, but he was definitely behind the line.
Well, it sure looked like it. Thought I was seeing things there for a second.
It looked like a 3. He was definitely behind the line, but they're going to give him only 2. Anyway, it's a 14-9 game. Flynn with his first bucket. Now here's Higgs, shake and bake. Has it stripped away. Douglas has it now for Owensboro. Back to Talbot. Now right side, Joe Tutt. He'll fire a 3. Missed everything. Rebound, Tom Flynn of University Heights. He clears it back now to Klein. And last 35 seconds of the period. Bounce feed right side. With the basketball, Duguid drives in. Back out to Alloway now to high post. Right side, Duguid. He'll shoot a 3 and miss it. Rebound pulled away, James Douglas of Owensboro. And with under 20 seconds to go, they'll milk the clock for the last shot of the quarter. Man-to-man defensively, that's the way University Heights is played. Down to 10. Here's Talbot with it to the right side. They get it to Tutt in the corner. Acton, 4, 3. Here's Talbot with 2, 1. Will they get a shot off? Yes, Acton will shoot a 3, and he nailed it. So, that'll close the gap a little bit. We've played 1 quarter in this state semifinal game. And after 1 period, it's University Heights of Hopkinsville 14, Owensboro 9. This is the Kentucky Network. Leads by a deuce, 14-12. Chris Acton with the big three-pointer at the end of the quarter. Cut the lead back to 2, and now here's a steal by Heights. As we start the second quarter play, that ball club up by 2 points. On the right side with it, here's Otis Duguid. Duguid back out on top now to Alloway. Alloway at the free throw line, works it to the right side to Duguid. They look underneath, can't find anybody. Back to Buckner. Here's Alloway, 16-footer, can't get it to go. Rebound chased down by Owensboro. Coming out of there with it, Joe Tutt. He gets it now to Talbot, and Talbot goes between the circles and starts the offense. Talbot to the right side. Looks to penetrate the hash mark. Gets it back out now to Kendall, who checked in the game. Higgs left side, stops, pulls up, fires, way short. Rebound, University Heights.
This has got to be a concern for Randy Embry. Higgs and Douglas haven't got on track. Now, they're only down 2, but he has to be wondering what's going to happen here if this continues.
Heights shot 70% in the first quarter. Owensboro 33%. With the basketball, here's Colburn at the free throw line. He has been a good role player in this tournament for Heights. Now with it, left side Duguid. They dump it into Alloway. Power move, shot good, and a foul.
Nice shot. He's close to double figures, isn't he, if he hasn't?
That put him in double figures with 10 points. Here's the free throw. He missed it. And the rebound pulled down by Bobby Higgs. James Douglas now with 2 fouls, no points in the game for Owensboro. On the left side, here's Kendall going baseline. Cut off, gets it back in the lane. Douglas has it, stops, shoots, and scores. James Douglas goes over 9 minutes without a point, but he gets his first 2 for Owensboro, and that keeps them within 2 at 16-14. Across the line, here's Duguid, bounce feed with it in the corner. Back out to Quarles. Quarles near the hash mark. On top to Buckner, left side Colburn. Colburn goes low. There's Duguid back out on the left wing now to Quarles. Left corner, Duguid back to Quarles. Right side, Buckner, and a little deeper on the right side to Colburn. Now Buckner on top, left side Quarles. Heights being very patient offensively. They were last night with PRP, and it paid off huge dividends. Here's Quarles. They lob it low. Alloway back to Quarles. Now Buckner to Quarles, left side. They work in the corner, now back out to Buckner. Jump pass right side to Colburn. They go in low to Alloway. He sucks the defense in. Here's Buckner with an 18-footer. Can't get it to go. Owensboro pulls down the rebound with 5:37 to go in the first half. The right side with it. Here's Kendall. Back out on top now to Joe Tutt. Almost stripped away, but here goes Talbot down the baseline. Lobs it up there, no good. Rebound pulled by Higgs. He can't get it to fall, and Alloway clears the boards for University Heights. 5:18 to go, first half of play. Heights leads it 16-14 over the Red Devils. Right side with it, here's Otis Duguid. Cross-court pass to Greg Buckner. Now on top, Quarles, three-point shot, too hard. Rebound Douglas over the top of Colburn, and he clears it for Owensboro. Back to Talbot. Long outlet pass down the right side, and a blocking foul on the baseline as Joe Tutt tried to make a move toward the basket.
We're going to have Flynn and Klein re-enter for University Heights, and looks like Drew Hall coming for Owensboro.
Drew Hall seeing his first action today in the first 2 games of this tournament. Hall has scored 6 and 3 points respectively in the first 2 games. A total of 9. He's had a total of 7 rebounds as well. Herb Kendall in there as well for Owensboro. He's been in for a couple of minutes. You've got Tutt, now Kendall with it on the right side. Back out on top, here's Drew Hall. Hall works it to the right side. And Drew Hall pitches it in the corner. There's Kendall, back to Hall, free throw line, stops, shoots from 12, can't get it to go. And big Darren Alloway pulls down the rebound. 4.5 minutes to go until halftime. It's 16-14, University Heights, and this is a typical game for them in this tournament. Not a lot of points.
Yep.
They keep the tempo to their favor, and they execute extremely well. Here's Flynn for 3 out of the corner.
Rare shot for him.
Tom Flynn picks his spots. He has 5 today, and that's 1 point more than he'd scored in the 2 previous games combined. Here's Hall to Douglas, free throw line, drives on Alloway, can't get it to go, and rebounded by Higgs. Sticks back up, blocked by Alloway, and Klein with a rebound. Alloway really got off the floor quickly there. University Heights leading by 5 and have the basketball. We've only had a total of 6 fouls called in this game, and it's kind of nice to see the clock run after what we saw yesterday. Out on top, Flynn absolutely lost concentration and lost the handle. That's the 4th turnover for University Heights in this game.
Unforced error, just took his eye off the ball for a second, was thinking or perhaps looking at what he wanted to do next.
3:35 to go until halftime. 19-14, Blazers leading the Red Devils. Here's James Douglas, right side to Joe Tutt, looking at the man-to-man pressure applied by University Heights. Tutt out between the circles, looks for a feed, tried to get it to Douglas. The ball tipped away, last touch by Douglas. Really forced it in to Douglas, and Alloway was there to provide the good defense. He'll come out of the game as Colburn checks back in.
It's the 5th turnover there for the Red Devils. Don't forget, later in this broadcast, we'll be selecting our Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance Player of the Game. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance will donate $50 in that player's name to the KHSAA's Catastrophic Insurance Fund.
Freedom Hall in Louisville is the site for the Kentucky State semifinals this morning. We'll play a championship game tonight. University Heights and Owensboro playing right now for the right to take on Lexington Catholic in the finals. Heights has the basketball out on top to Tom Flynn, but it's stripped away as he was trying to make a save. In the lane, Alan Moody can't get it to go, and he'll clear it back out to Bobby Higgs and now to Herb Kendall. Kendall between the circles goes right to Drew Hall. Ball stripped away by Marty Klein. He got off the floor and tipped the pass away. And the future Moorhead State Eagle will bring it across the line. Wondered, has he really given a lot of thought about what it's going to be like to play for Dick Fick?
Probably not here this week.
It'll be fun. That's what it'll be. Here's Kendall. Back out to Klein. Left side to Tom Flynn. He steps. Took a couple of steps, and it's a turnover. Number 6 in the game. At 19-14. Heights leads it, but Owensboro can't make up any ground as the Blazers continue to turn the basketball over. They've lost a little concentration here the last 3 or 4 minutes.
Randy Embry can't like what he sees, though, either. He'd like to get this game into more of a track meet. Here we go.
Here we go to Higgs underneath, and a foul as he slashed toward the basket. Owensboro only has 2 fouls in the game, and they've both been called on James Douglas. Nobody else has even 1. And Bobby Higgs at the free throw line. You talk about monster games. He had the monster game of the tournament yesterday. 31 points, 21 rebounds.
It's not bad
in any league. Missed the first free throw. Second toss goes, and Higgs with 3 in this game. Alloway went out for a couple of minutes. He's back in there now as Greg Buckner goes over to talk to Jeff Jackson, gets a pat on the rear, and a comment of good job from Jeff, who has really done a good job with this ball club. 64-27 in a couple of years as head coach there. Here's Quarles with it on the right side. Quarles looking, gets it back out on top to Marty Klein. Left side to Tom Flynn. Under 2 minutes to go down the period. Klein on the right wing. Stops, shoots it up there from 16. Can't get it to go. And Acton pulls down the Owensboro rebound. He clears it to Talbot across the timeline. Talbot being guarded by Quarles. Talbot out of the midcourt circle. Gets it to left wing to Chris Acton. Out on top to Moody. Had it stripped away, but Moody goes back for it. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Talbot. Now they get it to Douglas. Douglas, 12-foot jumper, can't go. Rebound chased down by Alloway, saved in, but it's saved right to an Owensboro player. James Douglas gets it around in the corner to Acton. He misses a three badly. The ball loose on the floor again, and Owensboro can't get the rebound. Heights comes out with it. Quarles was the man on the spot to pick it up. He clears it back to Klein, and here we go.
Douglas is having trouble because Alloway is 6'8". You know, Douglas is 6'4", but that's, you know, a 4-inch difference, and he's having to adjust his shot a little bit on the Owensboro offensive end.
Down the baseline goes Quarles. He clears it back out now to Colburn, to Klein, now to Tom Flynn on top. They go in the lane. There's Alloway. Charging foul called on Alloway. And we're trying to ride that horse again.
Yeah, that's what happens. if it happens early in the tournament, of course, it's like a wave that just keeps building.
19-15. University Heights with the lead. 25 seconds to go until intermission. Here's Bobby Higgs for Owensboro. They're spreading the floor, trying to get the last shot of the half. They're down by 4 points. Out near the midcourt line is Sean Talbot. He calls the play. 10 seconds to go. Talbot looking, gets it to Higgs. Higgs down the lane. Tried to dump it low. Alloway picks off a loose ball. No, Higgs got it. Goes up for a shot. And he got it to fall and was fouled with exactly 2 seconds to go.
Big play right there for Owensboro as they cut the lead down to 2 at 19-17. And, of course, Higgs now a chance to slice that in half down to 1.
2 seconds to go, and Bobby Higgs will go to the free throw line to shoot the one shot.
They call Alloway on that foul. He was involved there. It has to be him.
I don't think it was. He was laying on the floor.
How did he get there? Did he just fall down?
Yes.
Okay.
The free throw is good by Higgs, and here comes the inbound. They get it to Quarles. He'll shoot one from midcourt. It will not make it. We played one half in this state semifinal game, and still we have not decided anything. University Heights has a 1-point lead over Owensboro. It's the Blazers 19, the Red Devils 18. Back with our halftime activity. You're listening to the Sweet 16 on the Kentucky Network. Gets it now to Alloway at the top of the circle. Left side, here's Quarles. Quarles back to Flynn. Right side to Colburn. A minute gone in the third quarter of play. Here with it on the right side. The basketball is Klein. Now to Alloway. Once again on top Flynn. They dump it low. Quarles tried to get it to go, but a foul is called underneath. 6:52 to go. The foul is on Talbot. That's his first, the team's first this half, and Quarles will go to the free throw line with 6:52 to go. Quarles steps up there. In the first half, he did not score. First toss is no good. Owensboro has taken the lead at 20-19 with the first 2 points of this half. Alan Moody's bucket has given them that edge. Second toss up there, good by Quarles, and we're tied. The tempo of the game has stayed the way University Heights would like it. But right now, they don't have the lead that they had hoped to have. Here's Bobby Higgs, right side, blocked by Alloway and saved back in bounds, but right into the hands of Chris Acton, who puts it up and in. Chris Acton now with 9 points, and it's 22-20 with 6:33 to go. Here's Quarles, working it across the timeline now for University Heights. Quarles out on top, looks to the right side, finds Marty Klein. Klein to Alloway, free throw line. They look to dump it low, but instead go on the right side to Colburn. Colburn back out to Quarles between the circles. Quarles gets it over to Marty Klein. Klein, high post Alloway, drives in, shoots, can't score. Rebound pulled down by Bobby Higgs. Higgs will bring it across the timeline now for Owensboro. They lead this game 22-20, and the tide seems to be turning a little bit their way. Out on top, here's Talbot. Back they get it to Allen, or rather to Moody. They dump it low for Higgs, and it's out of bounds. It'll remain in possession of Owensboro with 5:43 left to go in the third quarter. Out on top of the basketball, Allen Moody. They work it here to Talbot. Right side, they get it to Acton, and a foul offensively on Douglas, I think. We'll give it back to University Heights. Foul on Douglas is his third, the team's second this half. Now, Tom Flynn gets it into Quarles with 5:35 to go in the third. Heights trying to tie the basketball game back up. They led throughout the first half. Owensboro took a 1-point lead as we started the second quarter of play. University Heights tied it back up. Then Owensboro went back up by 2. And now travel on Alloway as he took a hop, skip, and a jump when the basketball got low. That's 10 turnovers now on University Heights. 22-20 the score. Owensboro by 2 points. With the basketball on the right side, James Douglas. Douglas back out on top to Acton. Left side. They work it in the corner. Talbot has it. Lobbing low. Douglas shoots and scores on the turnaround. Douglas now with 4 points, a deuce in each half. And it's 24-20 Owensboro as they jump out now to a 4-point lead. Across the line, here's Quarles. Quarles back out again. Here's Alloway to Colburn. Back to Klein. Three-pointer missed. Rebound pulled away by Chris Acton. Acton gets it to Talbot. Here's Owensboro the other way. Moody drives the baseline, stops, kicks it back out now to Acton. Acton gets it to Moody. Almost had it stripped away. Klein goes for it. Can't get it. Here's a lob pass out in the middle. They work it to Talbot. Now baseline to Higgs, and a foul on Alloway as Higgs tried to make a baseline move. And Darren Alloway now with a couple of fouls. Rebounding advantage going big to Owensboro, 20-10. And Higgs steps to the line looking for his 7th point. He had 31 yesterday, 19 in the first round. Higgs off the back rim, no good. Checking into the game now for Owensboro, Robin Hanley, who has not scored yet in this state tournament. Hanley, 6'3", a sophomore. Free throw upcoming. It's in there. 25-20. He hit the second one after missing the first one. Hanley scoring his first point of the state tournament. And now here comes University Heights the other way. 4:12 to go. Third quarter of play at Freedom Hall in Louisville. Klein to the right side, goes all the way to the basket, got the layup to go. Marty Klein with 4 points. 25-22. Talbot works it to the left side. Now on top, here's Acton. And lob low for Higgs. Higgs double team, kicks it inside, and it's stripped away. With the basketball, working quickly the other way is Otis Duguid, who's checked in the game. He and Buckner are in there, the version of the posse that University Heights has. Alloway clubbed a guy across the back of the head, and no foul was called. Heights with the basketball. They looked for Klein underneath, but he flashed open for just a second. Here's Higgs with a strip. And on the sideline is Bobby Higgs. It goes back over to University Heights with 3:25 to go in the third quarter. 25-22 is the score. Tom Flynn inbounds to Marty Klein. Klein at the top of the circle, lobs it down low. With the basketball, Buckner back out to Flynn for a three. He had one earlier, but missed that one. And now Owensboro the other way with it. They lead by 3, 25-22. Trying to get a date with Lexington Catholic in the finals. Out on top, here's Joe Tutt, right side to Alan Moody. Back now to Higgs, left side. They work it to Higgs for on the wing. Missed the shot. The rebound pulled away by University Heights. They clear it out now to Klein. Klein goes 1-on-2, splits the defense, but a blocking foul on Alan Moody as Moody and Klein both hit the floor. And going to the line will be Marty Klein. Klein with 2:42 to go hits the free throw. Well, he missed the free throw, hit the second. Klein now with a total of 5 points. 25-23, and here comes Owensboro leading by 3. 2:37 to go. Down the left side, Joe Tutt back out on top now with it. Here's Brad Embry. Embry, right side, gets it to Kendall. Kendall looking out on top, finds Joe Tutt. Ball slapped loose by Alloway. He stole the pass, gets it to Duguid, goes down the lane, finger roll good. Otis Duguid with his first 2, and we're tied now at 25 after the steal. Now Drew Hall penetrates the hash mark, goes baseline, and it's stripped away by Duguid. Last touch by University Heights. It remains in possession of Owensboro. Here's the inbounds to Kendall. Kendall, free throw line, stops, shoots, can't score, rebound, tip. Buckner has it, looks to clear, gets it now to Tom Flynn. Flynn down the right side, back to Klein. Heights on a little roll themselves here. Klein, bounce feed left. Here's Buckner. Buckner, the kick over on the right side to Alloway. Back to Flynn now between the circles. Here's Klein from 18 feet, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled away by Kendall of Owensboro, and here come the Red Devils the other way. 1.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Right side, Embry gets it inside to Joe Tutt. The ball is blocked. The shot is, and it's tipped out of bounds by University Heights with 1:27 to go. On the baseline, Drew Hall to trigger. It comes into Brad Embry. Embry on top to Kendall. Will shoot a 3 and got it. Kendall hit a couple yesterday, and Herb Kendall hits his first 3-point basket today. 28-25 Owensboro. Down to 1:10 to go in the third quarter of play from Freedom Hall. Right side, here's Buckner for University Heights. They trail by 3. Alloway with it. Free throw line extended left side. Puts it on the floor, drives in, and now kicks it right. There's Otis Duguid. Duguid looks for help inside. Gets it there to Alloway. Hook shot won't go, and James Douglas has the rebound. Douglas gets it to Drew Hall. Outlet feed to Embry. Embry shoots from 10. Can't find it. Rebound pulled away, Marty Klein. 40 seconds to go. 28-25. Owensboro by 3. Klein over the midcourt line. Back on top to Buckner. Buckner. Left side, Alloway. Now on top, they work the basketball to Duguid. 19 seconds to go. Here's Quarles. Left side, Alloway in the corner. 12 seconds to go. He bounces it out to Marty Klein on top. Klein backs out, 7 seconds. Now starts his move with 5. Klein at the free throw line, stops, jumps, shoots, scores as the third quarter comes to a close. Klein with 7 as the third period is now history. We played 3 and we're as close as we were when we started. 28-27 as we start the fourth quarter of play. Owensboro has the basketball and the lead. Down the left side with it for Owensboro is Brad Embry, as they have taken care of the basketball fairly well after three quarters. Heights shooting now 54% for the game. Owensboro 30%. Here's a shot up, no good. And a foul on the floor. We'll catch it in a moment. Turnovers, 11 for Heights, 8 for Owensboro. But the rebounding edge goes to Owensboro, 23-14 after three quarters. The foul was on Tom Flynn. That'll be his third. Flynn now with 3 fouls. Here's Owensboro with the basketball. They lob it low. Douglas. Douglas turns, shoots, can't get it to go. Rebound pulled away and down by Owensboro. Shot missed by Tutt. And now Colburn clears it for University Heights. Blazers coming the other way. 28-27 the score. Klein, left side. They get it to Alloway. Alloway in the corner. Tom Flynn on top to Colburn. Colburn, right side, Alloway. Alloway back on top again with the basketball. Here's Quarles. Now Flynn out on top. They shoot it down low, and with the basket is Colburn as he flashed open underneath, and they absolutely found him breaking open under the basket. 29-28, University Heights by 1. Now across the line the other way is Joe Tutt. He goes baseline to Herb Kendall. Back out on here top, here's Drew Hall. In the lane, shot up and no good by Kendall. Rebound fought for. Klein had a piece of it, and a foul as they go out of bounds. And I think they're going to get Klein on the foul, or are they? It looks that way. I thought Klein had position, but he's going to get the foul. First foul on Marty Klein in the game. 6:39 to go. Inbounds play, Owensboro. Kendall lobs it down low for Douglas. He lost the handle on it, or rather Higgs. Higgs just lost it right on the baseline, and the turnover gives it back to University Heights with 6:35 to go in the game. Heights leads by 1. Here goes Klein to try to make it 3, and he does on a run out for a layup. Marty Klein now with 9 points, 31-28. Heights with the lead. Here's Owensboro the other way. They lob it low to Higgs. There should have been a foul called as Colburn was holding Higgs, but the ball was thrown out of bounds, and that is 10 turnovers for University Heights. Or rather for Owensboro. University Heights the other way. Klein all the way in, lays it in there. Marty Klein now with 11, and the lead up to 5, 33-28. 6 minutes to go. On top, here's Higgs from the free throw line. He's fouled as he shoots in with 5:58 to go. We'll check the foul. The foul is on Doug Colburn. That's his second. The team's 4th this half. Otis Dugan checks back in along with Greg Buckner. Going to the line for Owensboro, 5:58 to go, is Bobby Higgs. Higgs tossing a free throw, no good, or it is good. Higgs with 7. That's his first point this half. Checking in now, Sean Talbot, a 6-foot junior point guard. Second toss coming from Bobby Higgs. It's up there and good. Higgs now with 8. 33-30. That's the score of the game. And now here comes University Heights. 5:50 left to go in this contest. Heights leading by 3 points. Alloway with it out high. Works it right now to Greg Buckner. In the lane, Duguid stops, shoots from 10, can't get it to go. Rebound fought for. Quarles comes out with it. Quarles back out to Tom Flynn. Left side, Buckner. Buckner bounce feet high again to Flynn, and they get it to Duguid, who will reset the offense. 5.5 minutes to go. His team up 3. Left side, here's Alloway. Alloway, right side, there's Buckner. Buckner gives it to Flynn, baseline Alloway, and a blocking foul. Illegal screen called on Derek Quarles. That's his second, the team's fifth in this half. Checking back in for University Heights, Marty Klein and Colburn. Going out, Buckner and Dugan. Well, Dugan actually stays in the game. Quarles goes out for a few minutes after drawing the foul. Owensboro with it, leading or trailing by 3. Left side, Kendall. They look to get it to Higgs underneath, and a foul on Colburn. Owensboro will trigger it in from the baseline. They inbound it to Talbot on the right side. Talbot back out on top now. Alan Moody on top. Here's Herb Kendall. Kendall penetrates the hash mark. Back out on top to Moody, and here comes a loose basketball our way. The turnover gives it back to University Heights with 4:53 to go. 12th turnover now for Owensboro. Herb Kendall goes out of the ball game. Checking back in, Chris Acton. 4:50 to go in the game, and a low-scoring contest in this semifinal as University Heights has a 3-point advantage. With it down low is Alloway on top to Colburn to Flynn. Down low, Alloway. Power move, laid it in there. Darren Alloway with a dozen. It's 35-30. 4:28 to go in the game. 5-point University Heights lead. Douglas missed a shot, but a foul from behind on Otis Duguid. And Duguid picks up his first. That's the 6th team foul this half on University Heights. 4:24 to go in the game. 35-30. Owensboro trying to cut into that lead. Free throw by James Douglas will not go. University Heights has done a good job defensively. He had 27 the first game, 25 the second game. Today he has 4. Second toss is good. Now he has 5. It's 35-31. Here's Heights with the basketball, looking to bring it in. They do. With the basketball, Duguid back out now. Here's Marty Klein. Klein between the circles. Klein now to Duguid. Duguid bounce feed down low. They look for Alloway. Can't get it to him. Alloway had nothing there. They work it back out to Duguid. Duguid drives the lane, stops, shoots from 5 and scores. Duguid with 4. And with 3:57 to go in the game, it's 37-31, a 6-point Owensboro lead. Douglas shoots over Alloway on the other end. He scores and has 7 points. Each team trading baskets now, 37-33. Here comes University Heights. Klein across the timeline, works it left now to Darren Alloway. Alloway gets it to Colburn. Colburn back out on top. Here's Duguid near the free throw line. Duguid on top again here to Colburn. Now Duguid again. Duguid with it. Left side, Marty Klein. Klein clears it back out to Alloway as they run some clock. Flynn finds a cutting Duguid open in the lane. He's tripled and travels. Duguid got the basketball and simply decided that he was going to go to the basket with it no matter what the defense was like. He was triple teamed, had no way to make had a chance at it. Did not have a chance. And instead shuffled his feet. The turnover gives it back to Owensboro. We're under 3 minutes to go in this semifinal game. They tried to go low to Higgs, and he lost it out of bounds. Timeout asked for. 2:52 to go in the game. Your score, University Heights 37, Owensboro 33. This is the Kentucky Network. Trying to advance on to the championship game tonight. Heights has it in backcourt. Owensboro trying to up the pressure another notch or two. Here's Alloway, give and go to Flynn down the left side. Flynn cross-court pass over to Colburn as they try to continue to run clock. 2:38, 2:37 the clock runs. Out on top with it, here's Colburn. Colburn back out now to Alloway. Right side, there's Marty Klein. Klein back to Colburn. Colburn to Alloway. Alloway gets it back to Flynn. They dump it low underneath. Now back out. Klein looked at the three, and the crowd goes, ooh. But instead, he'll back out between the circles, and they'll recycle the offense one more time. Here's a foul on Higgs with 2:08 to go. And University Heights holding on to a 4-point lead.
That's his first team's fourth.
2 minutes, 8 seconds to go. With the basketball, 2:05 to go, is a foul called. The foul is on Hall.
And for University Heights, number 14, Derek Hall, replaces number 21.
And Flynn will have the basketball. As University Heights takes it out. Here's a foul on the inbounds, a 1-and-1 now as Drew Hall gets his second foul. Hall picks up his second.
And from this point on,
Team 6. With the basketball, Marty Klein. He'll be pressured, and now a foul is called.
A foul on number 34, Acton. That's his first.
Foul on Acton will be his first, and it comes with a minute to go. Timeout on the floor. 1:52 to go. Your score, University Heights 37, Owensboro 33. This is the Kentucky Network. Now the free throws are big. 4-point lead for the Blazers of University Heights. They lead Owensboro. First toss by Klein is good. Klein now with 12 points in the game. And he stands up there ready to shoot another one. Toss here is good as well. Klein now with 13. He has had a big second half, scoring 11 points. 39-33. Owensboro down 6. They have the basketball. They lob it low. Douglas off the glass. He scores. James Douglas with 9 points. Douglas with 9. It's 39-35, and Douglas was strong to the basket there. Here's a foul in backcourt as Heights brings it back in. They've all come this half on Hall. Now Darren Alloway goes back to the line. 1:34 to go. Free throw up there and no good. Rebound Douglas. So they missed the front end. It's a 4-point lead for Heights. Owensboro with the basketball on the run. Hall with it. Out on top to Sean Talbot. It's loose and stolen now by Duguid. He clears it back to Buckner in backcourt. Over to Duguid again. He's double teamed out to Klein, and now blocking foul on Drew Hall. And 13 for the game. One in the bonus now for Marty Klein. Free throw good. He's got 14. Checking in now, Herb Kendall. Klein with 14 points, all in this half. Going out, Chris Acton. 1:15 to go. The lead is 5. Klein trying to put his team up by 6 points. He does. Timeout asked for University Heights. We'll take one as well. 1:15 to go. It's 41-35. The Blazers leading the Red Devils. This is Sweet 16 action on the Kentucky Network. Back at Freedom Hall in Louisville, 41-35 to go. 41-35, 1:14 to go. And Owensboro with the basketball. Bobby Higgs has it, shoots from the free throw line, can't get it to go. The rebound out of bounds. It should go to Heights, but no, they say last touch by Heights. That looked to be obviously touched by Talbot out of bounds, but instead, Owensboro will get it. Higgs inbounds, gets it to Herb Kendall, back out on top now to Talbot. Talbot had it blocked, his shot. Higgs puts it in, though. Bobby Higgs now with 10. 10 points for Higgs. It's 41-37. The lead is 4. We're down to 50 seconds to go, and a foul called in backcourt as Talbot fouls Alloway. And free throw good. Alloway with 13 in the game now. 42-37. University Heights back up by 5, and Alloway hits them both. It's now a 6-point ball game. Here comes Joe Tutt in backcourt for Owensboro. He clears it across now to Kendall. He'll shoot a 3 and barely miss it. Rebounded by Higgs, but stripped away, and Marty Klein has it now with 37 seconds to go for University Heights. They're trying to kill the clock, but a foul is called with 32.7 ticks left. Foul also sends some of the patrons here at Freedom Hall to the exits. Buckner to have a 1-and-1. Free throw up and no good. Rebound pulled down by James Douglas. It's 6 with under 30 seconds to go. Kendall heaves a 3, can't get it to go. The tip no good. And a rebound fought for out of bounds. Last touch by University Heights. Mondo Angelucci going through a convulsion of calls on the baseline. Colburn, Flynn, Quarles, Klein, and Alloway. Here's a three-point shot on an inbounds play that's missed. Higgs with the offensive board, shoots over Alloway, gets it to go, and a foul with 15.5 seconds left. Bobby Higgs. Timeout on the floor, 15.5 seconds left before the free throw. We'll take a timeout as well. They're down 4 right now. Could be 3, and it is as Higgs hits it. He has 13 points. Now here comes University Heights trying to protect their lead. It's up. They're up by 3. Alloway, Flynn, Klein in the backcourt. Klein is hammered with 12.7 seconds to go. Klein at the line for University Heights can really help his squad out with a 1-and-1 here. Klein's first one is good. Klein with 15 points now. He has all but 2 of them here this half. It's a 4-point lead and could be 5, so it's a 2-possession game right now. Klein missed the second toss. Here's James Douglas. Gets it out to Kendall. Back to Joe Tutt. 8, 7. Here's Kendall with a 3. Missed it with 4. Put back up and a foul. Bobby Higgs at the free throw line has 13 points on the day. Free throw is good by Higgs. Make it 14 for him. Higgs with 14 points. Cuts it to 3. Trying to cut it to 2 right here. Shot up and no good. Rebound out of bounds off Acton. It should go to Heights, and it will with 0.6 seconds to go. Flynn inbounds to Klein, and that is the ball game. And University Heights is on its way to the championship game tonight. They will take on Lexington Catholic for the state title. Final score, University Heights Academy of Hopkinsville 44.